So, this Monday's war was very interesting. We crushed them good and proper, 54 to 46. We managed 89.5% war damage. We 3-starred 14 of the 20 and 2-starred the top 6 Town Hall 10s with no real fail attacks from any of our players. Despite that, I couldn't help but notice so many schoolboy errors from a number of people on both sides in this war. So instead of talking about a lot of the good attacks that we had in this war, I thought we'd go through the war events and highlight some of the fails, especially to do with the CC. It's very important to learn early on how to deal with that properly, because it can have a high impact on the success rate of your attack. So we'll look at a number of fails and then we'll just highlight a couple of good examples of how to pull the CC and destroy it. So let's get to it. So you're going to attack your Town Hall 7. What do you imagine is going to be in the CC? That's right, a max dragon. And how are you going to kill it? Well, you ain't, because you brought nothing that will shoot up. You do, however, have a poison, which is placed in the most ridiculous place. Maybe there's something in the CC to help. No, you brought a CC full of wall breakers. And so this is a fail army because you simply cannot beat a max dragon shooting at you. Often the spells you bring and where you place them will determine whether you have a great attack or an average attack. This guy is going to have an average attack. He first of all chooses to use 4 earthquake spells to break open 3 tiny little bits of wall that no one will ever make use of. He will then drop a heal where no one will benefit from it. Literally nobody walks into where he places his heal. He has a rage at the side there as well, which very few people are making use of. And then to top it all, he freezes the Town Hall. Brilliant! And the combination of all of those uses of spells meant that you, my friend, had a very mediocre raid. This guy does something that I'm sure we've all done at some point. The old fat finger fail. The triple F attack. He drops down his jump spell, makes good use of that, doesn't want to damage any of the walls. He then uses a heal spell. Just as well he gets one of them out of the way, because he would have just used them all for his next trick. He drops his hogs and he thinks, I'm going to use all my heals and then my healers. I'm going to heal my healers. It's very important to drop all your heals on your healers for an effective raid. Bless him. This is one of 2 honorary mentions for Zariel. As we all know, to do a Zapquake, you need 2 lightning and 1 earthquake. Zariel, however, elected to go for the 3 lightning approach, which then only left him with 1 lightning and 2 earthquakes for the second one, which only nearly killed it, making his attack much more difficult. And in this raid, Zariel elected not to bring a CC at all. And so he had one Zapquake, 2 lightnings and an earthquake, and he had 2 lightnings to once again almost kill a second air defense, leaving him with 2 air defenses to once again make it very difficult for him to complete the task at hand. Who are you, and what have you done with Serveral? Moving on to the CC fails now, of which there was many. Look at this one. The clan castle is nice and easy to pull. Never build your base where it's this easy. A giant pulls the whole CC. A wizard in the corner anchored on the builder's hut pulls them up. Down goes 7 wizards to deal with the CC. They all die. A giant goes down. Half a dozen minions in a tight ball. They all die to the splash damage. 3 or 4 more wizards. Now the poison, and a giant, and another giant. The baby dragon dies, and another giant, and a wizard. Still, the clan castle survives. Another giant, for no reason, just to watch him walk to his death. Now the king, and a healer, to keep the king alive against the Valkyrie. He's done it. A heal, a rage, the last 3 units go down and the attack can take place successfully. In this fail, notice just how many units he expends to try and deal with the CC. We drop a giant, that's great, pulled the whole CC, anchored with 1 archer, brilliant, but because he's brought a pointless earthquake instead of a poison, he can't slow down this army in their attack speed as well as kill them with the poison. So he's got to just keep dropping units. And a Valkyrie baby dragon combination is so difficult to deal with on their own. 34 wizards he starts with. And he keeps dropping 1 or 2 here, 1 or 2 there. Just enough to not do any damage and allow the Valkyries to just swipe and kill, one-shot everyone. So 34 wizards, and he ends up with 7 wizards. And he still doesn't kill the last Valkyrie, but he thinks, I need something for my main attack. So over on the right hand side he deploys everything else. In this one he tries to destroy the CC with his archer queen and 4 healers, and that does work as long as you poison the CC to slow down their attack speed. If you just let them come at you, this army will just kill your queen. And without your queen and invested 4 healers, which is almost a quarter of your army, you've wasted a lot. Here again, exactly the same thing happens. Different CC combination, but same result. If you're going to deal with a CC with your queen and 4 healers, you must bring a poison to slow their speed down and slow their attack speed down. Otherwise, a Valkyrie and a baby dragon will just one-shot you. Watch this, ready? Swipe, gone. And then, on top of that, he just lets all the healers die. A few wizards drop, then lets all the healers die, and then drops another wizard. But look at the investment to try and kill the CC. It guarantees a fail attack, unfortunately. Now this one I call an AI anomaly. I don't blame Caleb for this one. Difficult to pull the CC here. So he starts off with a queen walk. It goes as you would hope and as you would expect. Takes out a cannon, an archer, a couple of trashy buildings. Moves in to deal with the king. It's a fairly close call with the king, but manages to hold the queen. Then it's time to pull the CC. So he deploys a hog who goes on a little merry-go-round. But then watch the one wizard. Look at him. Tucks in behind the king there, and he decides to go for the healers. Wipes them all out. Fail. Here you have yours truly doing an archer queen walk at the start. Nice and easy, nothing much to kill you. Deploys a hog to pull the CC, lays down a couple of poisons. See, that works. You can poison and kill the CC. Now I need to make an opening to get in. Drop me a couple of wall breakers. Boom. Boom. And we're in. We can destroy everything on this bottom end with the queen, and then a main army in the north to clear the top, and then we can go into the core. But you also have to keep an eye on your queen. You can't just let her get on with it. You got to be ready there with a rage or with her ability. What you can't do is wait until she dies and then use her ability or then drop a rage. It doesn't work that way round. Don't! So let's conclude by having a couple of examples of how to do a CC pull. Here's the first example from Caleb. A nice easy pull. One giant gets it all out. Drop a unit to pull the CC where you want it. And then once everything's in place, get a poison down, and this is a nice trick. Drop a skeleton spell. The skeletons spawn and will keep all the CC in that tight little ball, killing everything efficiently and quickly. Now, what if you can't get to the CC easily? On this one, you see Dolph's attack. The CC is right in the center. Very difficult to pull. So what you need to do is get your main army funneled and heading towards the CC when it's time for it to come out. You've got the golems, the wizards, the Valkyries. Everything is being dropped down to head in. Now the CC is pulled. Get the poison down quick. Double poison. Wizards at the back. Valkyries to kill the ground stuff. A heal down just to make sure everything stays alive. And there you go. CC's dealt with and your army's in the center. Getting it done. So almost the entire video was made up of mistakes, fails and errors. But it's good to look at them sometimes, because you can learn more from mistakes than you can from successes. Look at why it didn't work, and look at the two examples at the end of why it did work. You not only want to kill the CC, you want to kill it efficiently with as little amount of your army spent on the exercise, and it will make for much stronger attacks. So, good luck in the next one, boys.